What? I don't know.
Well, it's been a few weeks since we've been able to get back up here into the tops in the high country. I've got my good hunting buddy Don with me here, and young fella Will's come across from Tassie to join us on a backpack hunt. So we're out here for 4 days. Set off in the snow this morning. We had to set off at Gentleman's Hours. It wasn't too early, and had a pretty good walk actually in. We're probably about a third of the way to our first spot. Getting a bit further and we'll set up for the night and get into our little glassing spot. But yeah, this is the first little view. The boys are trying to pick an early one up on the other face. What do you reckon so far, Don?
It's nice, but it's cold.
Bit fresh.
My straps are biting me, but a few adjustments like you said, and yeah, it's nice country though, yeah.
We've got some pretty good winter gear. We're in the high 20 kilo marks on the packs. Not sure, what do you reckon so far, Will?
Set to be a good trip, Daz. Yeah, it should be awesome.
Yeah, some good country out there. We got the windy side here, so we're tipping that the deer are going to be tucked into those little corners with this icy breeze. Wind forecast was slightly wrong. They were telling us it was, well, it started off right, and all these was quite balmy yesterday when we were down here, but now she's definitely blowing a kind of sou'wester, and it's quite cold. So yeah, fingers crossed the plan comes together. It's a bit windy, a bit icy. Will's just seen made a good spot just down here on this face. There's a hind feeding. It's only 1 o'clock and they're already out feeding. It must be pretty cold down there and not much food, but it's a good pickup. We haven't quite made it to our spot, and we're seeing deer moving about. They're about the 700 metre mark right now, so we'll head a bit further around and see if there's any antlered animals hanging out above her.
You've been grinding out your days, miles and galleys in your palm, spending your downtime playing amber solitaire.
I see that deer there, centre screen, right on that ridge line, just silhouetting as the sun goes down. It's actually 5 deer I'm watching at the moment. That one's the easiest one to spot. And I just saw an absolute bomber stag down here. What do you think of this spot, Don?
Yeah, it's pretty special, isn't it? Spot.
We've just had a pretty awesome day. We set off in the snow early this morning and punched out to the spur here, and yeah, it's an awesome spot to set up for the night. We've got how many deer down there? Maybe 7 or 8 we saw in total.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
So 7 or 8 deer down below us, and we saw a really good one, so pretty excited. We only got a glimpse of him, so pretty excited to see how we go. Hopefully in the morning he's not far away. This is me for the night. It's altitude here about 1200 or so. Hopefully this wind doesn't blow us off this spur tonight.
Orange skies over Westgate traffic flow.
Well, it's been a ripper first day. We've seen a lot of deer, and the weather's held up for us so far, so the forecast is right. This is as bad as it's going to get. We're only going to get better weather from now, but I think count was about 8 or 9 deer this afternoon. which we were just trying to get into our spot. That was the main objective, so it's a bonus, and we saw a really good one, so we're going to stay here tonight. Hopefully we can glass him up in the morning. We only got a glimpse of him, and we saw another younger stag on the other side, and the rest have all been hinds, but a lot of deer up high, which is a good sign. They're right up here underneath us, and fairly cold night. Hopefully our plan is that the deer will be up high trying to get that sun in the morning, so we've already got our elevation, so fingers crossed that it all comes together. We'll spread out along this spur in the morning and just cover as much of it as we can. We'll give it maybe till 10 o'clock or so, and if he doesn't show, we'll move along further down the divide here and see if we can find some more country. But yeah, so far so good, can't complain. We're below the snow level now, which is nice. It's forecast to be -6 tonight, but with this strong wind, there's a lot of wind chill, but I don't think it's going to get to that. I don't think it's even 0, but fairly cold.
He took it like he thought a man might, and shrugged like he understood, trying all through Trainwreck 49. Turn it up till you're floating through the wood. Wet hair hanging round those eyes will tear at your mind if you let it, or hang that movie out to dry. If your brown paper dreams will let you forget it, the telephone wire is a brittle line. It breathes silences that demand replies. So Swansea and Belmont push the floor to catch her falling through the door.
It's just getting light now. Will and I are straight back into it. I think, is Don out of bed yet, Will? So, just gonna have some brekkie, and I think we're up here earlier than the deer. Deer haven't seen any just yet. It's just getting to the light where we can see, so point the glass down below us and see how we go for the next few hours.
Cold wet hands can slip off the wheel. You wait so long in a Newcastle night for a lonely cab to come into sight, and you can wear out a hole in a hardwood room, headed for goodbye, you don't know how soon. But one day when you see me,
We're back on the trail again today. This morning didn't have any luck. We saw a couple of hinds. That big stag just didn't show, so we're going to move about 3 or 4k along this ridge here, drop the packs again, and just set up a couple of systems across and see if we can find some more animals up here. The weather's turned it on, snow-capped mountains all over there, but good sky, light breeze, nice cool breeze. Surprisingly, no deer in that sunshine that we can find. Don't know if that chilly breeze is, I'd rather be out of that than in the sun right now. So we use this time of the day just to move and get to the next part of the system.
Jeremiah headed for Montana, 1863. Hell with that Civil War, the white man's greed. Headed high into the mountains.
Move a bunch up for the morning.
The ones that they call crazy and a few grizzly bears.
You did this twice this morning now.
Stumbled upon a body lying there in the snow. Pulled a Hawken gun from his frozen hands and he read the dead man's
It's day 2 at lunchtime. Just punched up over another spur and having a look into a new system. Haven't seen any deer this morning, it's unusually quiet. Breeze is gonna, only maybe 10 kilometres, a little bit off and on, so it's kind of perfect glassing. But Don't know where these deer are. We'll just keep poking along this spur and see if we can pick them up.
An old hocking gun, living off the beaver and a little venison.
Definitely about
Soon those Montana skies turn a shade of gray. An old north wind came blowing his way.
What do you got there, Don?
Winter was harder than Jeremiah ever dreamed.
Two things. Hand warmer,
Everything else was
cup
living.
of coffee, mate.
That's the way it
Go.
seemed.
Shit up.
Till it came upon a track.
There's got to be some
That he
deer out
followed
there.
through some pines. 10-foot hungry grizzly.
This is a bloody good spot here. It's got everything we love. Big open faces.
There caught his eye. He aimed that hocking gun.
There's deer tracks and
Pulled the trigger 3
little
times,
preachers and benches and checking out that face over there. It's gone over here every direction. How's these just getting the camera around. How good's this? It's like an armchair. Yeah. It's a perfect little spot.
So it's the afternoon of day 2. Checking out these big bluff systems. We've only seen one hind today, which is a bit unfortunate. We saw a couple of stags yesterday, probably mid-20s. One was high 20s, if not 30 inches. Yeah, pretty calm day today. We've had probably 10 km/h winds, which has been good.
Two
The deers
warriors
have been
exchange
out on
blood. Souls
the
are
open
forever
faces.
linked.
Just checking out
Become as one.
bluffy system now. Spin the camera around for you.
The legend tells of a crazy man who had an iron jaw, hocking gun and a necklace.
Haven't seen anything yet, but hoping as the sun starts to drop that something might
Here's you roam those
start to feed on
mountains
those bluffs.
for a special track. Praying there'll come
See
a
what
time he can get his soul back. Legend tells of one night in a haunted stand of pines, Jeremiah stood with an iron grin and the bear in his side. Stood there for a moment, as if to say goodbye. Said, not this time.
This is
you
camp.
son of a bitch.
This is camp 2.
I kept
Camp 3.
my
Camp 3. Camp 3 tonight.
That's it.
What's tell us about this tent, Will?
Goondy 2, Australian made, 30 denier fly, pretty bomb proof.
What's your weight?
I think it's about 1.7, 1.8 kilos.
So-
2-man tent.
Big tub floor, got kind of a hybrid side, so it's you got fly screen at the top and then stop the draft down the bottom, so it's a bit of a halfway in between. So your doors on both sides as well,
Yeah.
so that's handy. Very similar shape to the Wilderness and the MSR, like the Hubba Hubba, similar
Nice
kind
big
of.
vegetables for your packs on each side.
Yeah, sweet. Solar panels out.
Charging up the old iPhone.
What? How many milliamp is your bank?
20,000.
20,000. What do you got here, Don?
All the camera gear going.
Oh, pretty well used Mac Packer clips.
She's had some bloody years under the belt, this old girl.
Some action, seen a bit of red dirt action, mate. A bit of outback Central Australia as well. But does the job. Pretty one pole through the guts. Very easy to set up.
You can see that has had some use, and it just shows you the MacPack stuff goes the distance, eh?
Yeah. I've had one of the zips repaired, and they've still obviously make parts for them, no problem at all. It was fantastic. If I was in New Zealand, I think they'd probably repair that for free, apparently, according to their warranty. But
Yeah, right.
it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Does the job. It's a little, probably on the heavy side. It's probably about 2.2, 2.3 maybe
Yep.
to carry. But
Which is good for its age, though.
it's safe. It's pretty well bomb-proof for me. Yeah, but I get to where I'm going, and it's I know it's going to survive any sort of storm. So
Yep.
that works pretty well, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And I've got the that's the Wilderness Space 2, that one. That's the 3-season model, so you can see that's got just the fly as opposed to the all cotton around the outside, which I find is good because you get virtually zero condensation, and even in the cold you still want that nice ventilation. I haven't found snowdrift a problem with my one, but it does peg. The vestibule goes nice and close to the ground. But yeah, it's a pretty nice campsite we've got here. We're going to get an awesome sunset later, and just over this cliff face here is a massive big drop off, which we're going to spend the afternoon glassing. We'll keep our scent up here, up high, and we haven't really seen deer all day today, surprisingly, but hopefully in a few hours left, hopefully that changes. So we haven't really seen any water since we left the snow line. It was about the only water back there today. The only water we could find in this whole area was a couple of cracks in this rock here. So we like these little spots here. So we've got as much as we could out of that and filtered it, and had a cup of coffee here earlier. I've doubled back to some good faces down below here, so this is me for the afternoon. That's Will up there in his glassing spot. Well, day 2 draws to a close. No action. We're in some of the best glassing country in behind here that we thought we'd find, and yeah, very surprisingly we've only got a few glimpses of some hinds that's been hit, so we'll go and set the fire and settle in for the night. It's definitely a lot stiller. The wind's backed right off, so I'm tipping tonight is going to be a cold one. So we'll head back and rendezvous with the boys back up top and some firewood together, and wait till the morning, see if our luck changes.
Stranger traveling through this world below, there is no sickness, toil, nor danger in that fair land to which I go. I'm going home to see my mother. I'm going home, no more to roam. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home.
Woken to a pretty frosty morning on day 3. The sun's not up yet. This morning haven't been able to see any deer straight away, but even all these hills down here are all in total frost. Everything all glassing yesterday. Just down below me though is out of the frost, so there's quite a few good bluffs and benches in there. So I'm going to set up here, and hopefully there's a deer tucked under one of those that will step out. The sun's almost going to come over. Could be the reason why, but I'm not seeing deer. There's a bucket load of dogs down in there. We heard them howling all yesterday, and they're still in there and carrying on, so I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, it sounds like there's quite a few of them in there. I think we'll move on out of the system. Not much action here. Well, the boys just come over the radio. Set of deers just popped up. Camp. The boys are just on the other side of camp. Glass is actually higher than us. So this deer they're looking at is super high. Be at least 1200 metres elevation, considering it would have been all in the snow a few days ago. Surprisingly high. This is the stag that Will's glassed up, just standing out there on that bluff. Right, so the plan is, he's on the same contour as us. Plan is we're going to try and get onto that opposing bluff there, and then have another range and just see. We can get across there in probably half an hour. I don't think he's going to go far, being that it's so cold. I'm tipping that he's going to be settled in on that little ledge there. It's a nice flat little bench he's on there. We just got to make sure that if we do decide to shoot, he doesn't topple down that bluff. Alright, well, let's gear up and head over. Stop, give him a stopper. I reckon give him a stopper.
He won't move.
You reckon he'll roll?
He's axed, he's down.
Yeah, he's moving his head, man. He's getting up now.
No, he's done.
He's gonna roll.
No, he's good.
I'd give him a stopper.
Oh.
Dude, should have stopped him. Wanna get that, Daz? Right, yeah. Stop, 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 stop. I don't want him to stop there though.
Get down that gully. Oh, his antlers are fucked.
Had a bit of an unfortunate fall, that poor stag. Will had an absolute excellent shot and stoned him. My shot that I sent at the same time when he dropped, it's missed, and then we were thinking about sending another one, and while we were talking about it, he outstretched his legs, and unfortunately he's fallen off that cliff. So we just try and plan a route down, but as you can see where he's gone, there's if there's anything left of him, he's there's some seriously we did need him to stay on that bench for us.
Just breaking camp for day 3. Had a successful morning this morning, got a stag on the ground. But he went for a bit of an unfortunate tumble off about a 150 yard bluff. So just packed up camp. Gonna head up and see if we can find him.
Oh, we're lucky it's not in the snow because all the other hills are. view.
Once I stood at the foot of a great high mountain that I wanted so much to climb. And on top of this mountain was a beautiful
That one there in the centre of the screen's a big boy. Nah. But maybe back on the big screen might be able to.
Yeah.
So you got him centre frame there, sunning himself. And then
Oh, that's wicked.
you go across and there's that one.
Yeah, nice. That's a wicked pickup.
So this is the first or second little bit of water we've been able to find, and it's a depression in the rock. The boys are going to pick her up.
Look at that.
Yeah, grab the billy out and we'll top the bladders up. Finally have a cup of tea. And there's two stags just over there. Jeez, it's a good day. There's a lot of ice in there. Well, it's day 3, just after lunchtime. We've punched up most of the morning after we had that crack at that stag this morning, and boys have just found some water, so they're boiling it up now. And there's 2 stags down in this next system below us, and one of them is an absolute cracker. So tricky there, a long way off, but we can get across this ridge and the next ridge, and then we're hoping that it's not too bluffy for us to get down in line with them. These ones also got a few big cliffs underneath them, so we might have to bide our time. We've still got this afternoon and tomorrow morning, but we're running out of time to make it happen, so we'll keep the camera rolling. Hopefully we have better luck this time. Let's give you a better look at these animals that we're looking at. The top of that bluff there, there's one there, and if we come across, the guy centre of frame there, here's the big one. So, still a ways away. We need to get down across this saddle here.
Go time.
This is the one. So that's where we've just come from. We dropped our packs up there. Come down to where this deer was. So now we're standing down on this ledge now. Just trying to find where he was actually standing in this stuff. It's very dry and very noisy. But there's a lot of deer sign here. He's definitely set up here somewhere. Don's gone to my left and Will's going to go back over to this open section there to try and look around. We suspect that he's just below us here somewhere. How's this? It's all still snow and frost from a few days ago. This side obviously stays pretty cold. Look at it all. Some cool bluffs there. All real benchy stuff down below. Hey? Yeah, too right. That's where we're heading as well. Oh shit. Should see all the glass and terrain down there, Don. It's relatively flat too. Yeah. I'll go up and have a look. Spine maybe. Could be just deer doing it. Now that's a view. Yeah, I don't know if I like this way, Will. This is a bit fucking dicey. Whoa. Man. There's a bit of a lunge here. Oh God. Very pure.
She's a pretty bird.
It's like one slip and you fucked kind of thing.
She never says cuckoo till the 4th day of July.
I'm falling the gap down.
Jack of diamonds, Jack of diamonds, I've known you from old. You've robbed my poor pockets of my silver and my gold.
Morning of day 4. Yesterday afternoon was a bit of a misadventure. He miscalculated the track across this last spur, and we were cutting it very fine. We made it to the top in darkness, just as we couldn't see anymore. Luckily found a flat spot here for the tents. Not much of a camp, this one, compared to the last ones we've been at, but yeah, we were very lucky to get out of that dogwood the way we did. We were totally exhausted and battered, so we right out here, and we've slept for about 12 hours. We to bed at 7 and it's 7 now. So yeah, there was some deer down below us, but we didn't have a chance getting to them. It was just so thick through there, and it's really like this stuff over here. We were traveling through that and getting 10 meters every 10 minutes. It was just brutal with packs on. So we're slimmed out. We're all pretty low on water. I don't know if we're going to pick up water. It actually wasn't that cold last night. The winds picked up, so there wasn't a frost. So I don't know if we'll be able to get water today as we travel. But this is the last push. We've got about 5 k's to get around, and then clear shot of the road. And it's all on this ridge line as it runs along. So I don't know. We might pick something up on the way. It's you never know. There is some good opposing faces out that way, but. A little bit of a dusting last night. Squirrel up here. So today we're going to go down there about where that red bluff is. We need to be down in there. So it's a bit of a ways. We're going to go across here, up towards that big bald patch there and have a glass, and then down that relatively good gradient. Well, this is our final descent. It's been a great trip. It's been a few good challenges and some highlights. Definitely saw some good animals. We saw a thumper of a stag that we just, those little glimpses that you get of them, they're out there. And we nearly had a success. The old roll off the cliff trick got us again. So. No, you always got to just put these things down to experience, I suppose, and learn from it. Just trying to get as many shots on those Sambar as you can. They're notorious for getting that second win and getting up, even though, on initial thought that we looked like we absolutely stoned that animal, and he stopped right where we needed him to. He just outstretched his legs, and that was enough to push him off. So disappointing we couldn't recover, but we can't always win, I suppose. Alright, so we've made it full circle. The mountain didn't conquer us this time. It was close, a couple of bits there, but It was an epic trip. We had 4 days living out of the packs, and we saw deer every day, and we had lots of encounters both far and close, and yeah, so it's time to pack it up, get in the cars, and the long voyage home. Will's going to stay on and keep hunting for a few more days. What else are you going to get to?
Yeah, so I'm heading up north, up near the border for a few days to catch up with some mates, but I reckon I'll have to stick around here and have a bit of a poke around here for a couple of days. It's too good of an area. So
still good on. What do you think of the high country up in there in the pass, and the big spots up there? It's a big country out there.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Absolutely unreal. The terrain's phenomenal. Like big bluffy country, and yeah, we saw deer every day and saw a couple of good stags. So
there for next time.
They're definitely out there. You just got to put in the legwork and get amongst it. So
Don.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it was a real challenge. I really loved it. Just the weather it's a real test on the equipment and the people. You know, we're constantly shedding layers and putting layers back on, but no, we really enjoyed it. I didn't get a chance to take my little backpack off my new pack here I'm trying out, but it's just obviously wherever we stop, it's just perfect glassing country. But loved the trip. Yeah, super looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, it's definitely an evolving thing with the pack setups. They're always trying different things and adjusting, and we got really huge packs and medium-sized packs, and they all work. All this stuff, we had a big array of sleeping equipment. We're in sub-zero. There was one mild night in there, but it all worked really well.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd swap out much of the gear. Water was a big issue up where we were. There was just 2 spots we found water.
Yeah.
So and that was really lucky. You couldn't plan on it. You really need to take that water and ration it. I would have loved to have more water, but we seemed to get it just right. We'll come back with the most. You still had a couple of litres on there.
2 litres, I think. Yeah.
So he operated a bit better than us, but yeah, all in all, it was an epic trip. So yeah, we'll give it a couple more weeks, and good luck on your travels while you're still up here in Victoria.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me along on this one.
No worries.
Absolute blast.
Do it all again soon.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, boys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Well, it's back down to the mountain for us. It's been a blast. Glad you guys have followed us along on the journey. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.